2026 World Cup. 48 teams. 12 groups of 4. The expanded format introduces variables previous tournaments lacked. Spain and France are co-favorites at roughly 16% each. England sits third at 12%. Brazil, Argentina, and Portugal follow. The bookmakers favor Europe, which aligns with recent history. 4 of the last 5 World Cups were won by European nations. The data suggests a final between 2 of Spain, France, or England. The question is which 2 and who prevails.
The expanded format changes more than people realize. More teams means more matches. More matches means more fatigue. More fatigue means more upsets. The 1998 expansion from 24 to 32 teams produced France winning at home. This expansion to 48 could produce something similar. The host nations matter. USA is in Group D with Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. Mexico's in Group A with South Africa, South Korea, and Czechia. Both have manageable paths. Home soil advantage in a country this size is significant.
The energy of this tournament is different, split across 3 nations. Thousands of miles between venues. Players flying from Miami to Seattle to Mexico City. The usual rhythm of a World Cup gets disrupted. Teams that handle the travel best will outlast more talented squads. Brazil's used to continental distances, so is the USA. European teams are used to short flights and similar time zones. France playing a group match in Los Angeles at noon local time, which is 9 p.m. Paris time. That's a variable the models don't capture.
Let me examine the group systematically. Group H contains Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Spain should win comfortably. Uruguay's golden generation has retired. Suarez, Cavani gone. They're rebuilding. Group I has France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway. France will face a genuine test from Norway, who demolished Italy in qualifying. Haaland scored 37 goals in 8 matches. That France-Norway match could be the group stage's marquee fixture.
Norway's the story nobody's talking about enough. First World Cup since 1998. They qualified by beating Italy 4-1 in Milan. Haaland's in his prime at 25. Odegaard's running Arsenal's midfield. They've got Antonio Nusa coming off the bench. Their manager Ståle Solbakken built a system that doesn't just rely on Haaland but maximizes him. If Norway beats France in the group stage, the entire bracket shifts. They're not a dark horse. They're a genuine contender being underpriced because of narrative bias.
Haaland's something else. I've watched him play. There's a coldness when he scores. No celebration, just reset, ready for the next one. That mentality is rare. Most strikers feel joy. He feels hunger, perpetual unsatisfied hunger. Norway's built around feeding that hunger. Every cross, every through ball, designed to find, if they can keep him supplied, he'll outscore anyone in the tournament. But football's a team game. One man can't do it alone. The question is whether the rest of Norway can match his level when it matters.
England's Group L contains Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Croatia reached the 2022 semi-finals, but their midfield core is aging. Modric is 39. Brozovic and Kovacic have declined from their peaks. Ghana lacks the firepower of their 2010 generation. Panama is making up numbers. England should advance as group winners. Tuchel's controversial squad selections remain the talking point. He dropped Foden, Palmer, and Alexander-Arnold. The logic is team cohesion over individual talent. The results will determine whether that logic was wisdom or folly.
Tuchel's decisions are bold but defensible. Foden had a poor season at Manchester City. Palmer's form dropped after the Club World Cup. Alexander-Arnold lost his starting spot at Real Madrid to Carvajal. These aren't peak performers being excluded. They're struggling players being left behind for tactical reasons. Tuchel wants a team that presses together, defends together, functions as a unit. England's problem has never been talent, it's been cohesion under pressure. He's betting that a less talented but more unified squad outperforms a collection of stars who don't connect.
England's got 60 years of hurt for a reason. They always find a way to lose when it matters, not through conspiracy, through psychology, the weight of expectation, the fear of failure. It builds up in the players' heads until they can't think straight in the decisive moment. Kane's missed penalties, Southgate's substitution choices. The pattern repeats because the pressure is unique. No other nation carries that specific burden. Tuchel's trying to change the mentality, bring in a German's discipline, ruthless selection, but you can't coach away 60 years of national trauma in 18 months.
Brazil occupies Group C with Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. The Morocco fixture is effectively a group final. Morocco reached the 2022 semi-finals and has maintained their form since. 18 consecutive wins before the tournament. Same defensive structure. Hakimi, Amrabat, and Nesiri all still in their prime. Brazil lost to Morocco in the 2022 quarter-finals. The psychological element lingers. Ancelotti's appointment was meant to steady the ship, but international management differs from club management. He has weeks, not months, to build chemistry.
Morocco's the most interesting team in the tournament. They proved 2022 wasn't a fluke by winning everything since. African champions, unbeaten run. Walid Regragui kept the same system, the same core, the same mentality. They defend as a unit, counter with precision, and never panic. Group C gives them a chance to make a statement. beat Brazil in the group stage, and they enter the knockouts as genuine contenders, not plucky underdogs. The narrative shifts entirely. Africa's never produced a World Cup winner. Morocco's closer than any African team has ever been.
Morocco's got belief, real belief. The kind you can't manufacture. 2022 gave them something priceless, the knowledge that they can beat anyone. Spain, Belgium. They walked through all of them. When you've done it once, you know you can do it again. That removes fear. Fear is what kills teams at World Cups. The moment of hesitation, the extra touch when you should shoot. Morocco doesn't hesitate anymore. They've been there. They know what it takes. If they beat Brazil in the group stage, watch out. The confidence becomes unstoppable.
Argentina enters Group J as defending champions against Algeria, Austria and Jordan. The softest group among the favorites, they should cruise through with minimal exertion, preserving energy for the knockout rounds. The concern is age. Messi is 38. He cannot start every match. Di Maria has retired. The 2022 core has one more tournament in them, perhaps. Scaloni has integrated younger players. Mac Allister, Fernandez, Garnacho. But the transition from Messi-dependent to Messi-optional remains incomplete. They're defending a title while rebuilding. That's historically difficult.
Argentina's got the easiest path to the quarterfinals of any favorite. Group J, then likely the second-place team from Group K or a weaker bracket side. Compare that to France, who could face Norway in the group, then potentially England or Germany in the knockout rounds. The bracket isn't random, it's designed, but I'm not saying it's corrupt. I'm saying FIFA understands narratives. Messi's final World Cup. The chance to become the first back-to-back champion since Brazil in 1962. That story is more valuable if Argentina goes that deep. The draw accommodates the story.
Messi's last dance. That phrase gets thrown around, but it's real this time. 38 years old, body breaking down. He can't dominate matches anymore, but he doesn't need to. Argentina's built to protect him now. Let him float, find pockets, deliver the decisive pass. The World Cup in 2022 rejuvenated him, gave him what he was missing. Now he's playing with house money, no pressure. Already a champion. That freedom is dangerous. A Messi with nothing to prove might be more relaxed, more creative, more decisive than the Messi who was chasing the trophy his whole career.
Portugal's Group K contains Congo DR, Uzbekistan and Colombia. Colombia is the genuine threat. Luis Diaz has been the form player in world football this season. James Rodriguez continues to perform at international level despite club struggles. They've got depth and attacking quality. Portugal must manage Ronaldo's role. He's 41. His club form in Saudi Arabia is irrelevant to international performance. Martinez must balance respecting the legend with building a team that can function without him. That management challenge may determine Portugal's ceiling.
Colombia is underrated because they lack recent tournament success. Last World Cup was 2018, last deep run was 2014. But this squad is better than those teams. Diaz, Arias, Lerma. They've got Premier League experience throughout the squad. They'll have massive support in the USA. The Colombian diaspora is huge. Miami, New York, Houston, they'll fill those stadiums. Home advantage for Colombia in a tournament not hosted in Colombia. That matters. If they beat Portugal in the group stage, they could make the semifinals on momentum alone.
Portugal's got the same problem England has. Too much talent, not enough identity. Ronaldo wants to start. Bruno Fernandes wants to create. Rafael Leao wants to run. They've never figured out how to make it all work together. Martinez is a decent manager but not a genius. He'll default to accommodating the big names rather than building a system. Colombia's more unified, less talent, more purpose. In a one-off knockout game, purpose beats talent. Colombia advances from that group. Portugal scraped through second. Then Portugal draws France or Spain early and exits. Peak Portugal dysfunction.
My prediction: Spain wins the tournament. They have the youngest elite squad, the best tactical flexibility and momentum from Euro 2024. Lamine Yamal emerges as the tournament's best player at 17. Pedri and Gavi control midfield tempo. Rodri anchors. They defeat France in the final 2-1. Mbappe scores, but Yamal scores twice. Spain becomes the first nation since themselves in 2010 to hold European and World Cup titles simultaneously. The mathematics support this. The squad composition supports this. The historical precedent supports this.
My prediction: France. Not through conspiracy, through squad depth. Mbappe is the best player in the tournament. They've got 4 quality options at every position. Deschamps knows how to win tournaments. Conservative, pragmatic, effective. They beat Spain in the semi-final because Spain's youth eventually cracks under pressure. They beat England in the final because England's curse continues. Mbappe gets his second World Cup at 27. Becomes the face of football for the next decade. The heir to Messi and Ronaldo.
My prediction: chaos. The expanded format, the travel distances, the fatigue. All of it creates space for something unexpected. Not a complete outsider, but not the obvious choice either. Norway beats France in the group stage. That confidence carries them to the semi-final. Morocco beats Brazil and makes the quarters again, maybe further. And in the end, Argentina, Messi's last miracle. They scrape through game after game, never convincing, always surviving. And in the final, against France or Spain or whoever, Messi finds one more moment, one more pass, one more piece of magic that defies logic, because football isn't logic, it's story. And Messi's story deserves an ending, back to back, then retirement, then legend forever. That's the ending the universe wants.